Have you ever made a promise that you weren't sure you couldn't keep? Well, this vampire knows how it feels. We find her in a dark room with her dark thoughts. This woman is Amber, a vampire who doesn't play by the rules of the dead. Once a deadly beast turned hero. In her thoughts we see a boy she calls young master. She thinks back to the promise she made to him. Protect this town and its people. Never be ashamed of who you are. A tear flows through her face. She knows the pain of losing the only person that believed in you. However, she knows she must be a hero to honor his dying wish. Because of him, she is given a second chance. A clean slate. She plans to punish the evil that threatens her town, even if she has to do it alone. As her dark thoughts leave her mind, she wonders how long she could do this. Am I really cut out to be the hero? I don't like people. Amber awakes from her thoughts and her story begins. As Amber opens her eyes, she sees her room. The only source of light comes from her candles. She takes a breath and turns on the lights. As she blows out the candles, she sees a reflection of herself in the mirror. Who said vampires can't see themselves in the mirror? Amber said, blowing out the last candle. She looks at herself in the mirror again to find the color of her hair change. It is now purple. Now that hasn't happened in a while. She tells herself while playing with her hair. She warps her fingers around her hair, making a small curl. Before she does anything else, she hears a voice call to her.
Amber, dinner's ready.
That voice is her butler and brother Alfred. She hasn't been treating him well for almost a year. When their master died, he decided to go with Amber to watch over her. However, all she has done is pushed him away. Deep down, she does love him as her brother, but doesn't have the will to show it. Finally, she walks downstairs to greet him. As Amber makes her way downstairs, she smells the food in the hallway. The smell leads to the kitchen where her butler is. As she enters the kitchen, we find a butler named Alfred. He wears a sleek suit. This is his style. Amber greets him as she takes her seat.
Heading out?
Yes, I am. Is there a problem?
I have no problems. It's just every time you go to that club you come back with bruises on your face. I don't mind cleaning you up every night, but can you please stop going there?
Amber looks at Alfred annoyed. I have too. It's how I get stronger. Alfred looking defeated.
Do what you want then. I have chores to do anyways.
Amber finishes her dinner and Alfred takes her plate. Amber takes her bag that has a change of clothes in it with her as she leaves. She doesn't tell Alfred goodbye, nor does he tell her. As he washes the dishes, he feels upset to see Amber beaten up, but at the same time he knows he can't stop her, so he lets her go. As Amber leaves her home, she feels the cool breeze hit her face. As she walks down the street, she sees how peaceful the night is. Crime is low, so she doesn't need to do much. To improve her training, she goes down by the underground fight club. In there she trains with some top fighters to keep her on edge. She also makes money on the sides by entering in cage matches. Everyone in the city knows her as the hometown heroine. She knows being a hero requires more than just beating up people. As she walks down the road, she thinks about what she told Alfred. She doesn't mean to come off as cold, but she hasn't been friendly with anyone. Not since what happened that night. Part of her hates him for not being there that night. Of course, she knows it also wasn't his fault, as he had enough trouble with his uncle. As she gets closer to the club, she hears the roar of the crowd. The matches have already started and she's running late. As Amber approaches the club, she sees the bouncer stop some students. They show their fake ID, which the bouncer quickly notices. As he kicks them out, he waves to Amber. Amber waves back with a smile. As she passes the students, she thinks about her time as a student. It was so long ago that uniforms were different back then. She enters the club to see a match has started. The crowd cheers as the fight becomes intense. Amber heads into the locker room. While she puts her bag down, she hears the bell. The fight is over, and by the sound of it, they aren't happy with the winner. Amber checks the mirror to find her hair change again to blonde. She still doesn't understand why it does this, but she doesn't worry. She is focused on her next fight. She remembers the last fight went wrong as he liked being bitten. She hopes the next fight doesn't end like the last. A voice can be heard calling her to the ring. With a deep breath, she leaves the room and enters the ring. As she enters the ring, she faces her opponent, a man with bunny ears. She questions if they are real. Before she can ask, the bell rings and he charges at her. She is caught off guard by his speed and receives her first hit. She stumbles back as he continues his attack. As he throws his second punch, Amber deflects and pushes him back. The man charges again, but this time Amber grabs him by the leg and knocks him down. She kneels down, hitting him repeatedly until he gets back up. He jumps in the air, preparing to kick Amber. She smiles as she grabs his leg and throws him across the ring. He hits his head on the wall. Amber grabs him by his ears. "Ha, I guess they are real," she said with her opponent half awake. With one final swift kick, she kicks him in the face. His head falls violently on the floor. The crowd cheers as Amber is the winner in this fight. Amber raises her hand in the air, smiling that she won. She wipes her face and returns to the locker room. After the fight, Amber decides she wants to sit on the rooftop to think. As she leans on the railing, she thinks to herself, "I really needed some fresh air." She puts her head down, feeling warm. What am I even doing with my life? I'm not even living, let alone feel alive. Suddenly, a loud bang breaks Amber's thought and she takes a defensive stand. She looks up to see the sky light up. "I forgot today is 4th of July. Guess I can stay a while and watch. Might be a good distraction too." As Amber watches the sky, she thinks of her young master. He always loved this time of the year because of the fireworks. "I hope you're watching them." Amber sheds a tear thinking about her past life as a maid. She was his best friend, his favorite among the maids. As the sky finally becomes dark again, smoke fills the air. Amber starts to cough. "I think that's my sign to leave." Amber grabs her bag and leaves the club for the night. The next evening, Amber decides to take her training elsewhere. She promised Alfred that she wouldn't go to the club to train for today. She figured the woods would make a better place to do her training, as she can practice her hunting skills without anyone getting hurt. As she enters the woods, the smell of smoke is still in the air from the night before. This brings back dark memories of when she last saw her young master alive. However, she realizes that it wasn't the smoke from the fireworks, but by a campfire someone left unattended. What is wrong with people? And I'm supposed to be the one that saves them? What's even the point if they're just going to be self-destructive? Amber thinks about her promise. No, just because one idiot did this doesn't mean they're all like this. There's a reason he wanted me to be their hometown heroine. Amber sees a trail that she can jog in. No time to waste. I need to get stronger. I don't know what battles I will face. When the morning arises, Amber is at work, a local coffee shop she owns. What? Don't tell me cage matches were her only source of income. She's actually wealth but bored. the heat, thoughts of the young master, and the argument she had with Alfred was enough for her to leave town for a few days. We find Amber walking on the beach. Her makeup is unfazed by the water and cool breeze. Why did I even come here? I hate the ocean. Amber said I can't swim and I hate the attention I get while wearing this. Amber looks at the sky and takes a deep breath. I grow tired of living. But that's the point. I'm not living. I'm just surviving, I guess. Amber sees a crow in the sky. I guess I pushed you away too. All of you, and now I'm all alone again. Amber stares at the ocean. She sees paradise, but not in the way a normal person sees it. Let's see if the ocean will welcome me, as I am no longer welcome in this life. As Amber was about to walk into the water, a familiar voice calls to her.
I didn't think I would see you again, and at the beach of all places. Amber. A few days ago, we find a woman dressed in a black outfit with feathers floating around her. No one knows her by name, only by her title, the artist. She is in her dimly lit office. She is posing for her next project. This has been a rough month. Using myself as a model isn't going to work. She stops and takes a look outside her window. She sees one of her crows named Henry fly around. Maybe I'll find a new inspiration outside. Artist said with a new goal in mind. Besides, my crows need me and I need them. Determined, the artist leaves her office and goes to the roof. As artist packs her tools, her brush rolls on the ground. As she kneels to grab her brush, she sees a picture on the floor. It's a photo of her young master. Oh, master. I miss you dearly. Artist said, wiping her tears with her feathers. I should really get going. My crows need me. Artist places the photo on her desk. As the artist reaches the roof, she can feel the warm air hit her face. I hate this weather. It messes with my feathers. Artist said, adjusting her feathers. Out of the sky comes trusted crow, who she views as her son Henry greets her. Excited, Henry flaps his wings. My handsome fellow. How are you, my child? Artist said with excitement to match Henry's. The artist walks to the edge of the roof with Henry flying next to her. As she stares out her roof, she is greeted with the sight of the sea. They say fools build their homes on the sand. Well, too bad for them that my house is a nest in a large treehouse. The artist, feeling calm with Henry's presence, looks to her crow in a loving manner. And as long as you're here, I will never be lost. Henry rubs on artist's chest. She laughs as it tickles her. Now come, it's time to call your siblings. Dinner will be ready soon. Henry flies away to the sky. Artist smiles as she prepares their dinner. After feeding crows, the artist takes a seat and looks at the sky. Henry, flying in the sky, suddenly dives down, almost a protective action for her. Henry, what's wrong? The artist said in a worrying tone. All of a sudden, a colorful bright light hits the sky. Relax, my little fellow, it's just fireworks. Nothing to be afraid of. The artist then holds Henry close. Although I don't want you flying tonight, but I promise you will have my undivided attention tomorrow night. As the fireworks change color, she gazes into the light. Her vision changes to view the sky as a painting, seeing the fireworks as water paint. Yes, this will do. It has to. Artist grabs her brush as she paints the sky. Henry flies around, feeling protective over her from the fireworks. With the last stroke, artist finishes her painting. It's Henry flying with the fireworks around him. My son, you might be my next muse. Artist as she watches the fireworks. A few days later, Artist decides to take a walk on the beach in front of her mansion. Now that the weirdos have left the beach, I can finally take my Henry out. My own utopia. Henry flies gracefully in the wind, scanning the area for any threat. This warm air brings the worst out of my feathers. At first I thought this curse was a nightmare. Mostly because I thought I was going bald. Over time I've come to control my feathers and use them as I please. This curse will never be broken, and at this point I don't want it to. Artist said. Suddenly Henry alerts Artist that someone else is on the beach. Henry wouldn't alert me like this unless it's urgent. She rushes to where Henry was last heard. She sees a familiar face. You got to be kidding. Why the hell did she come back? Although it's good you're safe and not in a hunter's trophy room. She walks closer to her old friend and with a grin she says, I didn't think I would see you here again. Amber. Amber walks with Artist to her office.
Is this your place?
Yep.
Is this your place?
Well, what?
Well, dark to say the least.
Well, you're right. However, my Henry made a nest here, so we're staying. Artist said while gathering her tools.
How is Henry anyway? I thought I saw him on the beach earlier.
Listen, I have spare clothes you can wear, and when you're dressed meet me on the roof. We have a lot to discuss.
About?
Don't make me repeat myself, Amber. It's rude. Before Amber can respond, Artist leaves the room.
Great, now I can dress like a crazy bird lady with a bitchy attitude.
I heard that. Amber sticks her tongue out at Artist as she leaves. Amber goes through Artist's wardrobe and laughs.
Do I really want to look like a bird? Well, it's better than what I'm wearing now. Amber comes up to the roof. Surprisingly, Artist isn't here. I can see why Henry wanted to nest here. You can see the whole city. Amber said. I'm happy for her. Even if she doesn't show it. As Amber takes a good look at the sky, a familiar crow lands next to her. Henry, is that you? She said, excited to see him. You've grown so big. Henry leans in to embrace Amber's petting. I can see Artie is really taking good care of you. Your feathers feel like silk. Henry flaps his wings in excitement, almost to show off his beauty. Where is the rest of your family? Where's Brian and Grace? Henry nods his head to the sky, point to two other crows flying around a building.
I see Henry has kept you company.
Artist said while holding 2 cups of coffee.
What have you been up to?
What have I been up to?
Yes, I've been curious what you have been doing. Assuming you were even alive.
Well, you know. Taking classes during the day, getting the crap kicked out of me at night.
Yeah, that sounds about right since you became the hometown hero.
I never wanted to be in the first place, but...
Because the young master, correct?
That's right. Amber starts to cry. Because we know I failed him.
You do know you were his favorite, right?
That's not true. He loved us all. Artist then remembers when the young master took her in.
We were all strays, yet somehow he gave us a home. Artist said with a smile on her face. I guess I'm like him with my crows. Artist said, looking at Henry, Brian, and Grace. Finish your coffee and rest. I'll need your help tomorrow.
The next day, Amber helps Artist by being her muse. This was your favor? Amber asked while modeling for Artist.
I would do it myself, but it's kind of hard painting yourself when you have to move all the time.
Ever heard of a camera? You would have an easier time with that.
It's not the same. Plus, those phone screens are too small.
Geez, sorry, Artie. Anyways, have you heard from the others? Seeing as you have spies in the sky.
Well, I heard Sally's working a graveyard shift.
Makes sense since she was never a people person with being a zombie and all.
Tiffany is a model now.
Wait, really?
Come on, dude, even I didn't need my crows to know that.
How long is this going to take?
Relax, I'm almost done. After this, we'll get a bite to eat.
Amber and Artist sit outside a fancy restaurant after a day of painting. Of course, it's a fancy restaurant. Amber said, not surprised by Artist's tastes.
They serve the best meals here and my crows are not left alone.
Artist said while looking at the moon.
By the way, I meant to ask. How is Alfred?
He's all right. Scared him half to death when I come home looking like I went 15 rounds.
You shouldn't do that to him. He's not like us.
You mean freaks like us? A sin against nature? Look, let's just forget it.
I know you mean well by him. How he was willing to go with you after everything that happened.
Funny, I'm 150 years old and yet I still behave like a child at times. Say, why don't we do something fun after dinner?
What did you have in mind?
I don't know. Sing our lungs out?
Sure, why not? After finishing dinner, Amber and Artist decide to take a walk to find a karaoke bar. Does it have to be a bar?
No, but who do you know who sings karaoke sober?
Sally and Alfred. They don't drink.
Hey, what about this place?
Amber points to an abandoned underground shopping mall. Sure, Artist said. As they enter underground, they can hear someone singing PYT by Michael Jackson. As they walk down, they find a shady man approaching them.
Hey, ladies, wide open.
Henry, Artist shouts. Henry swoops in and starts picking on the man, pulling part of his skin from his finger. Brutal. Let's go before the mood is ruined, Artist said. They walk past the man curling on the floor holding his finger as Henry flies away. As they enter, they are approached by the owner.
Finally, customers. Hello ladies, how may I help?
Artist requests a room for 2 hours and are led to a room. So, did you want to go first?
Sure. I don't mind. I have a song in mind. Amber selects the song on the screen. It's somehow from Jenny Cover. Amber clears her throat and begins to sing.
Hey, you know, I wonder if we throw out everything, would it be easier to keep on breathing? But my chest still hurts after all this said and done. So I beg of you, don't say another word. inside. It will be alright. So pull me close and don't let go. That'll be enough.
So how did I do?
Amazing, Amber. Just amazing.
Your turn, partner.
Okay. I think I found a song I want. Artist picks Pure Imagination, another cover by Natalie Taylor.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want a view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Wanna change the world. There's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be. Ooh, ooh,
Artist. I missed you, my dear artist.
I miss you too, my dear sister.